Greetings. How's everyone out there? This is Doc Ock coming to you live at noon and 9. So you know what time it must be right about now? High noon. Ready to throw down. Because it's about time to throw down up in this mug. Let's do it to it. All right. Proverb for today. Let me try that over again. Knowledge is like a garden. If it is not cultivated, it cannot be harvested. Knowledge is like a garden. If it is not cultivated, it cannot be harvested. So it's up to us to cultivate our gardens. So we got a couple of things we got to do today. We got a poem from the book of Dumas, and we've also got a story from Amos Tutuola from My Life in the Bush of Ghost about a very unusual ghostess, one that you've never heard of. This is like the ghostess with the mostest, because this ghostess has something that you would never suspect. You would never even imagine. All right, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's read about a drum. Let's read about a drum. You know, we all like the rhythm. We all like the beat. We all like that deep bass. Crack, boom, boom, crack, boom, crack, boom, boom, crack. You know, we all like that, right? So that comes from our heritage. Our history comes out of our history, out of our culture. That there's this beat that we have kept with us. We brought it with us from Africa. We brought it all the way with us. And this beat, we hear it from the time before we're born. When we're still in our mother's womb, we hear this beat. We hear the beat not only of her heart, but we also hear the rhythms, the sounds that are going on outside of her. And if we happen to be in somebody's car and they got all those big bass speakers, we not only hear it, we feel it. Rocks us to our core, rocks us right to our soul. Oh, shucks. And I just lost camera number 2. Dang, I hate when that happens. All right. Well, we're going to have to keep going. We'll run through this and maybe we'll go back and do it over again. So I hope those of you who are missing us on Facebook are now picking us up on YouTube. All right. The poem is Ngoma. Put thine ear to my belly, O Mwana Mume. Who is my husband? Put thine ear here. Listen, the boom sound beating there. Put thy head over closer, O Mume. Who is my lover? Feel this chest sound pounding in thine ears drum. Iwa, Iwa, it is the chest sound, same that booms my chest. Iwa, Iwa, a strong sound running like feet of gazelle. Iwa, Iwa. O Mwali, who is my wife, put thy fingers here, O Mume, who knows my skin. Feel the skin sound singing there. Iwa, Iwa, thy belly sings, thy belly dances. Iwa, Iwa, my fingers dance, my fingers sing. Louder sings the boom sound louder. The spirit chants, the child sounds name. Iwa, Iwa, O Mwali, in my morning, mother of beauty, mother of sun. Listen, O my woman, spirits of our fathers speaking louder. See, O man, who is my husband. See the wiggle beneath my belly. What song is beating there? Come, O Mwali of my sleep, watch me. I go to the goat to get his skin. See me. I go to the tree to get his bone. Listen me. I sing to the village. The God sound trembles in her belly. The God sound walks along safari. Come, O Mwali, who the spirit blesses. Watch me. I stretch goat skin over a hollow tree bone. I dance my fingers on the belly of goat. Iwa, Iwa, listen, Wali of my life. Watch me, listen. the goat skin sings, the boom sound louder. Louder sings the goat skin louder. The goat skin sings, the boom sound louder. Sings the goat skin louder, louder. Louder booms the goat skin, boom sound louder, louder, louder. Ngoma, the drum from Africa. We'll come back. We have another story about Ngoma, but we're not going to tell that one today. We'll tell that maybe next week, because we're going to finish off this book real soon here, My Life in the Bush of Ghosts. And we're moving right along to the Television Handed Ghostess. When it was about 2:00 p.m., I saw a ghostess who was crying bitterly and coming to see me direct in a hut where I laid down enjoying myself. When she entered, I noticed that she held a short mat, which was woven with dried weeds. She was not more than 3 feet high. Immediately she entered, she went direct to the fire. She spread the mat closely to the fire and then sat down on it without saluting or talking to me. So at this stage, I noticed carefully that she was almost covered with sores. Even there was no single hair on her head, except sores with uncountable maggots, which were dashing here and there on her body. Both her arms were not more than 1.5 feet. It had uncountable short fingers. She was crying bitterly and repeatedly as if somebody were stabbing her with knives. Of course, I did not talk to her, but I was looking at her with much astonishment until I saw the water of her eyes, that it was near to quench the fire. Then I got up with anger. I told her to walk out of my hut, because if the water quenches the fire, I should not be able to get another again, as there were not matches in the bush of ghosts. But instead of walking out, as I said, she started to cry, louder than ever. When I could not bear her cry, I asked her, "By the way, what are you crying for?" She replied, "I'm crying because of you." Then I asked again, "Because of me?" She said, "Yes." And I said, "What for?" Then she started to relate her story thus: "I was born over 200 years ago with sores on my head and all over my body. Since the day that I was born, I have no other work more than to find out the doctor who could heal it for me. And several of them had tried all their best but failed. Instead of healing or curing, it would be spreading wider and then giving me more pains. I have been to many sorcerers to know whether the sore would be healed, but every one of them was telling me that there is an earthly person who had been lost in this bush of ghosts, so that if I can be wandering about, I might see you one day. And the sorcerer said that if you will be licking the sore every day with your tongue for 10 years, it would be healed. So that I am very lucky and very glad that I met you here today. And I shall also be exceedingly glad if you will be licking the sore with your tongue every day until the 10 years, that it will be healed as the sorceress had told me. And I'm also crying bitterly in respect of you, because I believe that no doubt you have been struggling for many years in this bush of ghosts for the right way to your hometown. But you are seeing the way every day and you do not know it, because every earthly person gets eyes but cannot see. Even it is on the right way to your hometown that you found this hut and sleep or sit in it every day and night. Although I believe that you will not refuse to lick the sore until it is healed. Having related her story and said that if I am licking the sore, it would be healed as the sorcerer said. So I replied, "I want you to go back to your sorcerers and tell them I refuse to lick the sore." After I told her like this, she said again, "It is not a matter of going back to the sorcerers, but if you can do it, look at my palm or hand." But when she told me to look at her palm and opened it nearly to touch my face, it was exactly as a television. I saw my town, mother, brother, and all my playmates. Then she was asking me frequently, "Do you agree to be licking the sore with your tongue? Tell me now, yes or no." Yeah, that's a story for all you doctors out there. Right. If you ever think you've doctored somebody, think about doctoring them like that, licking their sores all over their body for 10 years. Now that's some doctoring right there. Yeah, yep. That's why I couldn't be a doctor. I couldn't deal with the sores with the pus coming out of them. Just not my thing. But hopefully everybody's not like me, because somebody's gonna need a doctor sometime in the future. Absolutely. I always need doctors. So we'll see what happens with him and these sores all over this woman, this female ghostess body, this ghostess's body. We'll continue on with that story tomorrow. Meanwhile, this is Doc Ock at noon and 9. I'm signing out. And meanwhile, I'll charge up my devices here because apparently they run out of battery. And what I'll do is I will go ahead and I'll upload the story I just told. So those people on Facebook, they missed the live rendition, but they can catch the replay when I upload it. And then the other thing is, oh yeah, let me not forget. Oh, where's my book? Oh, I don't have my book down here. Huh. Well, that's odd. Huh. I had it here every day. I must have picked it up by accident yesterday. All right. So meanwhile, go ahead, subscribe online right down here. Hit that button. Do it right now. And those of you on Facebook, when you see us on Facebook, go ahead and give us a like and give us a share. Let everybody know that you really do care. We're signing out so we can go ahead and upload this as quickly as possible. So those people who were looking for this during their lunch hour may still be able to see it. All right. Peace out without a doubt. See, we'll be back here again tonight at 9 o'clock for a fresh story directly from me. Doc Ock signing out.